Following Nintendo's appearance at Los Angeles at E3 in early June, the big and new console, Wii U, made its way over to London last week, and we were hands-on to take it through its paces. The Wii U promises to revolutionise gaming again, with its swanky new touchscreen gamepad which aims to aid your game in ways that you've never experienced before. It's certainly an interesting idea. In some of the games we got to get our grubby mitts on, it works well.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
We started where you should always start when experiencing Nintendo software, and that was with portly plumber Mario. Unsurprisingly, you won't find much in the way of anything that really blows your mind with the new Super Mario Bros. U. But it's more classic Mario action, and for that you can't complain. A multiplayer mode puts players in control of Mario, or one of the other Mario characters such as Luigi, Toad, Princess Peach, or even your very own Mii. While the player with the gamepad can assist or hinder even, yes, the other players by placing blocks down. Moving away from Nintendo's biggest IP, we decided to pay a visit to Nintendo Land to give the mini-game compendium a play. The games are basic, but the input is clever stuff, and more importantly, they're fantastic fun. Not sure how it would go down if you're Billy No Mates, but that's not for us to worry about just yet. Each game is themed around a Nintendo IP, and we got the chance to try 5 of them out. 2 came in the shape of single-player games, one in which you throw ninja stars at sneaky ninjas hiding in bushes, behind trees and so on, and the other themed around Donkey Kong, where the goal is to tilt the gamepad to get your 2-wheeled trolley from one top of the stage as far down as you can towards the bottom without crashing. The other 3 games can be played by up to 5 people. The first, and probably the weakest of the bunch, is The Legend of Zelda Battle Quest. It has player with the gamepad using a bow, while the other players use Wiimotes as swords. The second, and hands down best game of the bunch, is Animal Crossing Sweet Day. 4 players play as animals on the hunt for sweets, while the gamepad player chases them down before they can eat all the candy. The final game we got to try is Luigi's Ghost Mansion, which is similar to Sweet Day, but with Ghost replacing the guard and the other players out hunting for the ghost. More mini-games will be included in the final release, but it's already shaping up to be a party favourite. With Pikmin not appearing on the Nintendo console since 2004's Pikmin 2 on the GameCube, Pikmin 3 has more eyes on it currently than any other Wii U game, and thankfully it's shaping up nicely, even if the actual Wii U integration is minimal. Whilst Nintendo's first-party offerings were few, third-party developers are also flashing their goods for us hungry gamers. Titles included Ubisoft's London-based Undead Fest Zombie U. Whilst the title clearly still needs a bit of work to fix the clunky controls and sticky camera, it does have a lot of promise. Falling into middle ground between Left 4 Dead and Dead Island, Zombie U is suitably tense and feels what we could imagine a zombie holocaust would be like. Now, if only they can get that sluggish camera sorted. We also got our hands on Ubisoft's Rayman Legends. That looks just as good as it plays. A bit like Mario, players can take on the role of the many Rayman characters, while the player with the gamepad gets to play as Murphy, using the touchscreen to remove obstacles and open up paths for Rayman and his chums to progress. That is, if whilst playing Murphy you manage to get over the insatiable urge to troll the other players. fans of the handheld versions of Scribblenauts, we were certainly interested to see Scribblenauts Unlimited in action. But to sum it up, it's simply more of the same, but in an even greater level of customization. To prove this point, Dan created a parrot-headed pirate with diddly legs and odd-shaped arms. He calls it creativity, we call it odd. Bit like Dan, really. Quickly moving on to Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. Now playing much the same as the PS3 and Xbox versions, it has what comes across as pointless motion control that feels nothing more than a gimmick. Although we only got to see one very small part in action, some low-res textures and wooden animation make it look really inferior. Then it was time for Just Dance 4. Now, if you have been a Daily Joypad reader for a while, you'll probably know that our very own Steve is a Just Dance fanboy. Even though he said it was all about really putting the Wii U controls through their paces, we all know that it was nothing more than an excuse to show off his moves. Although, looking at it now, I'm not sure what kind of moves they are. Is he having a fit? The Wii U certainly holds a lot of promise and huge amounts of potential. It will certainly be interesting to see the creative ways in which the technology will be used in the future. The selection of first and third party titles we got to play for ourselves look to provide the console with a strong lineup at launch. But the question is, will it sell as well as the Wii? We reckon it will. You can read full hands-on preview for each of the Wii U titles over at dailyjoypad.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.